3 million. We already have those who attained 18 for the last 4 years, close to 6 million. So you are talking about 9 to 10 million voters. Almost I consider Shatawale ne your friend say if you are done in your mouth. Until they can about digitization in your mano and share that your mass. They have influencers. Say on for page influencers as followers over 5-8 million. Such people. Me said 3 weeks ago. Me talk fuel. Me jina hana nkwara bebe say 50. Over the motor so crank she said t-shirt. I say Shatawale lady birthday. Shatawale lady birthday. I saw much now half it coffee anopa.
Wow.
Political party been between organize
rally
such a group. No more man at Tomodia, no man at Tomonsa.
Omeji usika.
Oman a kebi. Oman has a red omo, no say blue omo no. You understand? Atna of it area, a big court, they be baby cordano masaba biom. Reaching out to said group calls for rethinking of the way we organize our party. It's a new era. This is an era of mina me ba hache, mina me say, mina nane, your friend is saying, JB down kwa jail in here. It
doesn't resonate.
No, they don't.
With the youth.
Even Kufuor crowd Kufuor Sema.
The crown said
and said for Atamils there now West crowd. You understand? So we have a chunk of the voters are rebranding and focusing on what their interests are. A major, and this is one of the because if we win election and ever lose election depends on this critical mass
of people. Because I'm told that by 2028 the 70 to 80% of registered voters will be between the ages of 18 and 48, and that's a huge number.
Very huge. My concern is the 18 to
18 to 25
no? Yeah. Because you see normally MPP they have free SHS. Numbers here so nipa be say 3.5 million. Into you expect is a grab benefit from it. You benefit from it. You know why? No child pay for his or her own school fees. Parents need ya. Parents need ya. Or go school a man sika for their provisions and all that. All this 17 and obey we free SHS. I feel no invest. Accommodation, feeding, school fee. Parents need ya. Si we see obedidi. Or struggle no we around 21. When national service, you didn't go to Bungurubu. Now allowance about once in whatever. Oh, we no 24. After no page, you want 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Did not just say from 18 to 27. No, you can't pay. They ain't in a resonate with them. It ties in into that youth agenda with influencers managing that class of people. And that's where I am. And that's what I want to bring on board with proper rebranding and replacing of our party in the scheme of things. In order for us not to lose out of the conversation. No one only do 14, 15. Sometimes sorry 2 a.m. no. Now, Odin Komo. Nadam for Baku US, Baku South Africa, Baku Bebe 10 worker. They have their own kind of discussion. How do you get into those discussions? And this is the new thinking. See, politics, the old way, we should forget it. Empha.
But you've heard him say, Biaka say, even beyond the things you plan to do in rebranding party, even now, after such a huge defeat, the topics you as a party even decide to speak about, and no krama mohoye Ghana for here. I've heard those who say eba say illegal mine asem kwade mamu krade mamu nkabi, eba corruption asema mamu nkabi, munyai ma aban ne enye adwuma because baby a modi o mine ko do talking about those things infuriate Ghanaians. And Ojene say
a career branding.
Okay.
Because one, as early as February, March 2017, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo declare an onslaught and war against Galamsey.
Sure.
No, then a presidency in it. What does that mean? What it means is that the NDC were hugely involved in Galamsey. I must say water bodies at that time. But yeah. Your measures may be uncle, you know. They had two the double tongue. Omuba station ha. Galamsey ni dey say omu ko Galamsey for no wa. They tell them say ye ba a good day na ja ban dia. Mo amu dia ye be mo two. That's how they branded it. Nte ye onwanwa say omu ba ye omu ntumi nso ano. Enya nwanwa who now very surprised but for me I mean who they are and how they were operating. You know. They are the ones supporting them. You understand? So it depends on Sibia Obekano. Time Obekano. And the issues are raising. Sometimes you must also acknowledge, say, Ebia measures, no, you need to do so. In communication, we have something we say that. Always defending is defending nothing. So, on matters of corruption, just as I've told you, towards 2016, now corruption is synonymous to NDC. So how come it ends? So it depends on what it is. It depends on how the party itself will manage issues that are arising and distinguish between individual personal greed the party disassociate itself from it. Because the panel anye ama party and our party now say onkoye. Now in some cases, look, there's a case I was reading it just this afternoon. A Greek minister for China or in Brazil and in matters of corruption, close to 38.7 million between 2000 and about 6-year period. Almost sentence, death sentence. The Communist Party, party to serve as a signal and deterrent for others, to show say they are not part of such behavior. And to say obi ye minister now we are there na ya china sentence na, why should that affect the party? But it is the steps that the party will take that will give everybody the comfort of knowing, say, yes, even though party, I said, na party, on your method is ni.
Oh, quite sorry,
party, on tribe be. Why don't the tribe own up say, Nipano ye, if you are sinful for so, and I just asking for so for now go years cano. And now if you come and say Asantinia, Asanti for now go years cano. And now if you water region, water for now go years cano. Why must it be his political party alone? Why must it be? So it depends. You see, it depends on the discussion, how we proceed ourselves in the scheme of things, how we are able to seize the narrative and be able to shape the agenda. Yeah. And what in America say, as part of the rebranding, I will have what I call chairman's encounter with stakeholders. Particularly with you,
natural allies.
Yeah, particularly with you, the media.
The media.
In a periodic manner, maybe 2 weeks, fortnight, and a month, we'll have that discussion and open the issues up. The questions are more about past, present, and the future government, who will interact and interface with you. Other stakeholders will also be dealt with, so that the party itself will have a voice. I said, everybody can be. No, it shouldn't be like that. We should be able to help in shaping the narrative.
But for some of my stakeholders, and as a more natural allies, the relationship between money or mono is strained now.
Which can be mended.
Are you sure?
Oh, why not? It can be mended.
Because also who say, whilst it's strained between you and them, my opponents are capitalizing. I'm mending it seriously, including giving a lot of them appointments in their government.
They say
something there be a
bit more honor. Sometimes, I mean, Now they be kwa GBB.
Yes.
And yet the shrine nyina so
And the
sika koko. Bebre wo ho a. Enye sika po ne appointment po ne omo problem. Bebre wo ha recognition. Who your policy be? What think tanker omo well versed in it in the academia.
Yes.
What prevents you from getting closer to them? Shana saying about 3 months ago, when we say NDC Lawyers Association, you know, and I can see the weight
the numbers
of the people in there. They've been grouped, region by region. You understand? We have a lot more than that. Where are they? They are all doing their own things in silos. You understand? There are ways of dealing with it. I believe, say, yes, it's strange in some cases, but there are a lot of cases. If they see new direction, new faces, new vision, new
they will come home.
It is home. So and I can tell you, a lot of them have reached out to me. A lot of them, because a lot of them feel, say, some of these academia on my journey or more in Shedding in Jubia. And there's a need for us to regroup and give them the needed recognition. They know there is a major issue. National chairman's encounter with stakeholders, particularly the media. They are their shape narrative, no. Na me say. And sometimes you must own up, you must concede. Concede. Ankoye. You understand? Now I've given a lot of examples of Niama Ebia Ankoye. And yes, Ankoye and yo. And I dream Bonibi and yede. But because the necessary communication, I was say a ba.
Yes.
And in Chiremu, I was say a ba. Nanko Fuati, I say, you need Ghana had a bay VAT 1993, 94. Ghana for one penny a day, the Kumi Praku, Shimi Praku, see me Praku, and Yamabai. NDC for withdraw it. They repackage it.
Yes.
Led by School Gabra. It came back to 12.5 near the buy initially. Eventually, it has ended up in 17.5. And nobody sees. And now you still levy. Mumwa, and to say levy ya.
Sisia.
They who send 2000 or 2020. You know, I
hotel
in a hand.
Levy or a double job.
May say a hotel kono holiday when yaji. Oyo Bruni or Jinisika de kono. But whoever Ghana ni hona and no yadibeya wa kwai dia yo school no and no de usu. So it is about communication. It is about engagement, stakeholders engagements. And maybe there were other sources, Anka, you bet to raise revenue from. You understand, and all that. I believe strongly, say, a lot must be done. And if we are unable to do this, particularly looking at where we are as a party, where in 9 regions, 5 of the 9, you're just 5. 4 na any MP. Between the 4 and the 5 regions, 9 and 98 constituencies, you're 5.
5 seats, but that's terrible.
It's depressing. No, it's depressing. So for you to win the elections, you must be strategic. You can't do things the same way you did it and expect. That is tantamount to stupidity. You must be strategic. From 1992 to date, I bet to be Obian winning presidency and when winning majority in parliament.
In parliament, yes.
What it means is that 87 years you cray. I will see a bomb there hold on to it. Near confirm 53 ever count.
That's the task ahead of the party.
Exactly. And 53, you must identify them. You must target them. You target is 53. Yeah, also do who. So everything about every process involved in getting the candidate, in getting who it is, in getting executives, must be
backed by strategy.
Backed by big strategy. Backed by big strategy. to be able to get the 53. So 53, oh, go election, when I say I was surprised. That means say Belusu. What do you mean? So plan, I say, say, who didn't say Belusu? I say anything. So who didn't say Belusu? Plan B now, yeah.
Because a proper plan would take care of.
Who tell you? Who even look at your plan?
Unforeseen circumstances.
Who look at the plan and say, oh, okay, it move 5% away of my plan. But you also want a surprise. So now target your day. Election young kobusa keke. Young komuan say yeko. In a say executive soon here. Young ko edu ha ye bie. Obia obeba no obe contest winning irrespective of the local dynamics on the ground. As we speak now, Oba Central. Yeah, MC Nodna. Yeah, MP Nodna. The choose parliamentary candidate. We must be mindful of that. Even when we are nodness, what kind of nodness are they? We need to be zero in. Any constituency, no, ekasa. There are local dynamics on the ground.
In each constituency.
More so when those constituencies are part of our targets. 53, 54 now. If they are part of our targets, so our consideration should go into it. That's why in most businesses, you know, say you declare businesses in crisis. Or crisis management methods are used. Crisis management methods in an industry, you know. We pay a crowd, while we decide over forfeiting. We have crisis management. Go be a bonus. Mohai, time and not do so. I will be saying what how prove. Yeah, we pay a cry, but Pamu cry. Agree say I'm half. A lot of the places, and this is led by management. You understand? For me, yes. For me, what day?
No, me question for
me,
yes.
Overall strategy is to win majority
in parliament.
Then that makes the presidential a bonus.
Easier.
No, a bonus.
It is a target. Add 53 more seats
to the 87. 87. Assume is over to me.
Maintaining.
So to me, we have analysis now to me. Now be lusu 10 Roma. Also increasing the 63. And I hear 63. Based on what criteria? I know they are no different idea. So what is the nature of the criteria? So who's the statistics? Who figures that?
Yes.
Figures in the country. Oh,
yeah.
Also figures that is a miniskirt.
Yeah.
Never was a different crowd. It depends on the kind of questions that we bisa, and none of the kind of answers we hear. Ebebrel. Now what to me? Never was say oh yeah. To me, they solve a problem, and I can assure you, it's been done before.
And
it's been done before. It's been done before, and I can, well, as General Secretary, kind of things yeah. For the time at Tea Party, be seen 2016 and 2020, they are the highest votes ever in our presidential. 6.7, 5.8 in 2016. They come parliamentary in 2016. Even in 2020, it's the second highest lifetime for the party. Because at that time, it was one of the most difficult campaigns ever prosecuted because of the COVID situation. By March, Ansana, parliamentary primaries for where we have sitting members of there was lockdown. You have to devise ways. Primaries, so electoral area by electoral area. Campaign ground to me one-on-one. One of our major campaign strategy in 2016 was
in 2020.
In 2016,
okay,
was door to door retail campaign. You can't do retail campaign when you are in COVID. And to the African political party be a coalition be our power no. Yeah. Penny winning here. Throughout the world, we are on the 5 parties per now throughout the world. France can, but with a reduced parliamentary presence. So it was one of the most
Asempa
difficult
FM.
elections for us to go through. And there were certain interventions. Yeah. Sanke ya. Nka sa margin ne kura yenya you know. Any parliamentary day 137 plus 1 no. Nka yenya. Aha ye kwan nti me nka nkyerɛ. Specific orchestrated interventions. Sometimes me THA na go na vote ne so te vote ne there so ante presidential margin on the bar form.
Sure.
Margin no because
as compared to 2016.
Sure. Vote ne there e cost over 1 million. The margin is different between MPP and NDC.
And the sote by some
like
500,000.
400,000.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And you're the most difficult elections. You understand? But Nyame don't know with certain specific interventions. It may say it true. Until there cannot any story so any history will be a catch.
You lived.
We lived it. We've worked through it. As I sit here, like I said in the morning, Uba a national executive. Apart from President Kufuor, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Lord Kobe, Rita, Asobaire, Hakbo Usa, Jima, Macman, me, since 2002 to date. Nti adwuna na yɛde tena hɔ ana sɛ then na yɛde tena hɔ experience me ma me wɔ wanyi sɛ me bam but experience am wɔ politics no only be because she has not been involved enemre oh sebi enemre Kemi Nigeria ni etumi ye
leader
of conservative Labour Party. Conservative Party 38 years. Sunak 42 Indian descent.
Yeah.
Prime Minister and leader of the Conservative Party. Obama no idea in 48. President of America. You're talking about first class country. The Cameron, even David Cameron. Under 40, no Beji Conservative Party, no revival, no renew, no. Said he was youthful, he had experience, he's been in parliament for a very long time, he's run the party, proven track record. And yes, our name Margaret Thatcher could do in Como baby. Now Margaret Thatcher was holding no concerns you man. Proven track record of experience.
And that is what you bring.
That is what I bring. Yeah, Macron. As independent is a party
independent at the time.
At the time, how old was he? First class country, so for me, with what I've done, gone through the mill, proper mill, polling station chairman. At the time, a police station, number of university. Where constituency secretary, no, we university that. So I'm an accountant for the party. We're national youth. I'm the only national youth treasurer ever in our party. National youth organizer, director of communication, national organizer. Me can't post me in Sabomo. And no, na ma me nkwara ne to me adwen kase. Because post me in San nipa ba ko yakra na ni trimu ni komubu. And it is all because of the vast experience that I come with the job. Because in terms of communication, in terms of strategizing, in this party, there are only few people. Now I said I call proper training, proper strategic political training. Few people. Here I call Germany 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Few people. They are called proper training. You can't strategy. Yeah, sometimes you call towards election me analysis Bicha osa constituency for we be winning. My analysis be we no omo suno gu omo yem. Ebi kura ka say there be wo discourage. Me say me discourageable. No cry na make ka kire mo no. You only have to prove me wrong. But none of them has been able to put me wrong. Because your criteria, enya magical, enya me da sorry na we see. You understand? In terms of experience, proven track record, I mean, Jin this say, omo pese, omo contest, you know, any of them will come. No, I'm back close.
I mean, it started as a rumor, say John Bwedu, Peso National Chairman. Yeah. Later, you official statement from you. My question is, are you certain, say, this is what you want to do?
I am very certain, not only because I want to do it, but because of where we are as a party.
Party need a form.
Party need a form. Yenyansa, a department of the party ni na say. Na obetena so na wa supervise ache djuma ama obia aye sure say obia aye ne djuma no so by strategy no or what is the American 5363 na American me djuma o me na also me share material resources, human resources, increasing their capacity and all that to make sure say we win. I know your overall bigger strategy. But in terms of making sure, say, you empower the General Secretary to work, you empower the organizer to be able to plan. Because organizer, you are in charge of the entire training of the party. Only capacity now, also your capacity now. Only capacity now, also your capacity now. Only the national organizer now, he is responsible for developing messages.
For campaigns
or developing message in collaboration with the communication director for dissemination. That's the work of the national organizer. So as I said here, no, all the departments they be
why you Juma
I mean way and like from my 2004 campaign. Me remember, yes, I may bet it down on America and I became storage 2000. I was MC in most of our outdoor programs. 2004, Cardinal member of the campaign. 2008, Cardinal. 2012, Cardinal. 2016, 2020. You understand? Because I've lived it in your stories. Obianka story behind me. Obianka stories in me.
But looking at the role of a national chairman from a party, you know, is it a position you necessarily need to have worked as a party office and send away to me here, Jumano?
Most of our successful national chairman and general secretaries are people who have worked in the party with background, proven track record. In fact, Darocha, I was general secretary in 1969. Darocha, yeah.
General secretary
1969 for Progress Party. So the boss 292 I there man no. Hey, Juma why? So you count Darocha now. Because he's been part, he knows the history. No register party, no national patriotic party. Or say the thing comes to you is by intuition. Party, national democratic party, national or depend the national no new patriotic party. We should be to say Dambucha. True student politics. Sometime as at 1994, no any national organizer of the party. The first time a national organizer in 1998. Correct question.
Now yes, Akufo-Addo was my first national organizer.
Oh no, unofficial.
Okay.
Yeah, no unofficial.
Okay.
But he was in charge of mobilization and all that. Towards the campaign, Dambochi, Director of Operations. And more or less now, or no, now, or operating as an organizer. To be do her general secretary, the things come to him naturally because we go through the mail. Prepared on the depots. The results are there. You understand? Yes. You need management issues. You need to have that corporate background, which I have in abundance. I say because cigar. Okay, come on with no politics, no, no business. Me tell her 1 month, no. Opa, nyadaji. The kosiga, ne free. Or more. So 1 year, me bedi wo no. Omo ye juma to say that omo ye juma for 3 years. Because in my honest view, you have state entities assets amongst them, no, they hold over 400 billion Ghana cedis. If they are sweating these assets, even 10% cry, I would say it will contribute to about 40 billion to GDP. There's no visibility in what they are doing. Many of them, before I ever see a year over or more entities or my year or my accounts, a friend is audited and do 8. More over 160 entities. Sometimes accounts for the base year, there 5 years accounts. Inti presidents, no, a chichemono. The only one said your bear no because we make profit. Now see I'm a tate my refinery. Also mobile only $21 million profit. 10 months. Yeah, audited. We are profit in the saying a revenue, a gross, and a net. We are getting audited. We are costs. If you were certificate to operate, $4 million a year. Just if I know can say no cry until they can say. So they say these things. Oh, say yeah, the companies now. Yes, oh my idea no. And you know, go and read for the first time in 1 year. Me a state ownership report for 2021, state ownership report for 2022, state ownership report for 2023. Until by 2024, no, say President Tihono of Mia Bottom Kekeswa, all the almost 160 entities, omo balance sheet, omo net equity, omo debt, omo bibia. And I believe, say 2025 there, omo to me a year state ownership report for 2024. Until obi to say presidency here, obe kasa about the SOEs our basis because these are audited accounts. It was no about to me transfer no we work out the way you say it was non-existent. I'm not actually say vision. You are effective. Maybe our training program here no it do some time no na sika for one broche do so see omo Ghana. Because look, one of the training programs I call here is on innovation. And you ask yourself, say, something that other countries need develop the way we develop no. Their budget for innovation there, you touch you. And they are comprehensive, say, everybody is part of it. I'm kind of about it's the culture of the industry. The culture of multimedia. There are certain characteristics.
Would it be who?
Multimedia first, na me name no. Moba a friend is saying programs are on just only. We need some what's the sound.
Still.
We need some what's the sound.
Still.
We need some what's the sound.
General Baha.
So you need that background. You need to understand the job. Na ambeka story sancho. That what you say usuma obi sika suma obi onfa nkoye ejuma. Se ejuma no 100 cedis a mano 120. That can say 20 dey o dey afa. Or the 100 no be. But man 100 one shot 20 crown fanya. So you must appreciate these things. You must be someone you're already connected with the constituencies. Because the danger involved in the timing of our elections is said that you're talking about June, July. Naka 2.5 years first to elections. So it won't tear say nothing. I will be seen. Over your theories now, so they about practice now. One share I want your theories in year and your literature review and yes, how dear man and cocoa conferences. And you to about the way. One share court now, Beko.
To hear your experience, who would hit the ground running from day one?
All background granny blueprints, not ever. He understands, he works with the consensus. My target I make 53-63. But we are trying hard. Me church
in the union targeted constituencies.
Me try me church. Me just say we hear different. We see me hear different because book go for me. Okay. O town.
Obi fa book here.
The eye woman say.
Okay, I just said wow.
I just said yeah. I do my friend to say a friend is the chia who is it Ojira Juan or Abeto. You need that. You need that background. You need that experience.
And you
need to understand the behavior of people.
Of the names are about so far, no? You stand tall in that regard.
I believe so. I believe strongly so. We match credibility to credibility.
Yeah.
CV by CV.
Let me read some few messages.
By
and then I'll come back. Ekosiisen saying, "Me John Boedu ne din komo or a former national youth organizer of the NPP, former national organizer of the party, former acting general secretary, former general secretary, former SIGA boss, NA, or national chairman, Edema NPP. But let me say a happy birthday to the IMC chairman of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Nana Apinkra Akwesi Ewa, oye Kontomponia Ferry Hene, Ononoye IMC chairman. Edema Kumasi Asante Kotoko. There is a message here from the THB brand into the whole brand. I'm gonna kit sponsors Edema Kotoko. I'm gonna say message from THB and marketing manager. May the good Lord grant you strength, the strength of Caleb to conquer and overcome all challenges. Amen. Into Nana Epinkra Akwesi Ewa IMC Chair Kotoko. Happy birthday to you. This one says. Obi, good evening. John Boedu has an impressive track record of leadership within the NPP, having progressed through various roles at the grassroots and national levels. His experience spans from serving as polling station chairman, constituency secretary, to holding key positions at the party's headquarters, including National Youth Treasurer, National Youth Organizer, National Organizer, Acting General Secretary, Director of Operations, and later General Secretary. Given his extensive experience and proven track record, Mr. Boedu is well suited for the position of National Chairman. His leadership style is characterized by action rather than rhetoric, making him an ideal candidate for this critical role. I have known him since childhood. As the party approaches this pivotal moment, Mr. Boedu's candidacy warrants serious consideration. He is the best man for the job. Mancha Bruce II, Ewo Takrade. Mancha Bruce, thank you. This one says, okay, very well. Good evening, Obi. My greetings to Uncle JB, our incoming chairman. Please greet him for me. Pozo, Ewo Western Region. Pozo, thank you. Weisa Obi, please tell JB we love him. He understands the job. However, he should work on his oratory. No name. Or say no name. Anyways. We say Obi. I know all delegates have regretted ever voting against JB. We also how he managed to give the party a massive win in 2016 as acting general secretary. We, the polling station executives, have chosen JB already. Nana Amponsa Bediako. Obi, do you remember your very first radio interview with John Boedu sometime in 2017? He still remains the Again Kessie. Best wishes to him. Hashtag Ekosiisen.
There's a gentleman.
Yes. Techiman.
Oh, my recording singing. You can't believe it. He follows me everywhere.
Sir, of interview, baby. Wow. Wow, that's interesting. That's really interesting. We say, Obi, no wonder he scored Again Kessie. Rebranding of the party is indeed the way to go. In Western region, we lost most of the academia, leaving our own friend Sasa and few others. That was the sad reality the NPP went into the elections with. Keep up, JB. Together, NPP will rise. Afari or Tadisco down. And Udiwe Abrafari Yadase. Obi, we have seen it before as a party in 2014 to 2016 on a focus issues. We need a smooth navigation as a party. Two captains at the helm do make a storm. And okay, William Shakespeare, The Comedy of Errors. We are voting Uncle JB as our national chairman. Ibu is in second D. Obi, in fact, John Boedu understands the work. We need him as a party. Let's support him. Apia Kubi, Ewo Chifo, Ati Mokwa. Okay. Obi, amongst the many who wants to contest the chairmanship position of the party, I believe JB stands tall and the most qualified. He knows the strategies, technicalities, and the administration of the party. Our current acting chairman has a bit of a communication problem. He always speaks like he has the utmost power. I'm going to initiate. I'm going to bring a law. I'm going to do this. Obi, discipline in the party is now in the gutters, and we need someone like JB to bring back the party's lost glory. I would be his campaign manager here in Central Europe. Onel Amponsa, Ewo Amsterdam. And what do we have? JB when your campaign manager was Central Europe. Yes. Oh God. In fact, John has to win the chairmanship hands down because I don't see any of his contenders bringing anything new. But ask him, what type of leadership does he consider to be appropriate for the NPP at this moment? Does a political party need someone just because he or she is rich? Doesn't he think the major part of our loss is based on COVID-19 problems and the inability to reshuffle the ministers, especially Ken Oforiatta? Gasti Man in Brekum is asking quite a number of messages. Where he said, Obi, please tell John that some of us pay our monthly dues. I've paid up to December 2025. If he can get even 1 million members contribute 10 cedis per month, he would have enough funds to run the party. This will end the situation where some members go around saying the party depends on them. Yeah. Edwin Ewo Takrade and we are 10 cedis by 1 million people every month, and then the party is good to go according to him. Obi, I am impressed with JB's submission. I think he has what it takes to lead the NPP. Ejakwejo Ewo Dallas in Texas. And Odiwe Abba. Obi, good afternoon. My best regards to JB. I wept when he lost the elections, but God's time is the best. This certainly is his time. Yao Berima from Shiaren Kwanta. Okay, in the Kwanta South. In Kwanta South, yes. Yeah, Uti region and Odiwe Abba. Obi, please. Ask Honorable John Boedu for me. Did he make any input into the Michael Quay report? I like his analysis on the 2024 elections. I am certainly sure the NPP will bounce back to power in 2029 with big strategy. Inshallah. Master Planner Junior, policy analyst.
My answer, I wrote a book.
A book. Yeah, the last time I was to say what buy.
Yeah,
I remember when I interviewed
book,
you.
I analyzed the elections.
I saw the copy of my committee.
Yeah. Now I was contemplating, but I was assured say it will be kept safe.
Okay.
You know. The American, you know, you understand? Only say a few. They hear partner there and they meet to me can because my relationship with other stakeholders there, you know, they're personal, you understand? But like I said, I wrote
a whole book.
Apart from appearing before them, no, I wrote a whole book analyzing.
But you appeared before them because you were former general secretary?
Yes.
Okay. Because you were not very involved in SAR elections.
SAR elections, I'm a aide to the vice,
the flag bearer at the time.
Bearer.
Now can he aid now? Okay. Okay. In way aid the
But the other aspect I'm concentrating on mobilizing your friend is saying the CEOs and developing a narrative for viewing the media and all that. So my concentration apart from being an aide.
Okay. Obi, JB is our next national chairman, inshallah. The NPP cannot afford to gamble. Experience matters, and experience is what JB brings to the fore. Lawyer Idi Muhayuddin and Odiwe Abba Idi Yadase. Obi, good evening. As a political strategist and listening to John Buedu carefully, I can confidently say he is the best bet for our national chairman position because he truly understands what time we are in. Obi, we need a strategic chairman. Lamtekin Rashid Ewatema, Gulf City. And on the way up, quite a number of messages. You did and you bet was so and come. It's already 6 minutes after 5. Ekosiisen On Asempa 94.7 FM. We'll try wrap up with JB Nafe. Yadani by the discussion segment. No, a bet twaso. Obi, good day to you and special regards to John Buedo. Actually, all what John has said with regards to rebranding the NPP has to do with the work of the party organizer. And having been in that position before and considering where we are as a political party at the moment, I urge him to go back. Honestly, go back and take that position of national organizer and leave the chairmanship to another person. Bennett A. Danso and Eddie Way Abba. That's quite an interesting one. We say, Obi, fantastic evening to you and to John Buedu. JB has a proven record to be a national chairman. We wish him well. Greetings to my boss, Honorable Kwejo Ban Ajiman, former MP for Asante Achim North. Ohineba Kwejo Poku Ewo Ashali Butchi and on the way about Hineba Yadase. Obi, good evening to you. JB, all the way from Prophet Nanabuachi in Okaikwe North constituency. Prophet Yadase. Obi, JB for national chairman, go for gold. Maxwell Ewo Chiana Paga constituency. Chiana Paga. Okay. Obi, good evening. I still don't understand why the delegates voted against JB. He's too good when it comes to economic debate. Japheth Ewotema, Community 25. Japheth Yedase, Papa. Mamin can we finally, and then we'll come back into the studio's time, you know. Ekointemo de bechayen. We say Ochia, ne hardworking MP, for Yensu and Ida Ajua Asiedu, Chairman 1, Infrano, and Odiwe Abre Yen. John Buedu is the election winning machinery of the NPP, and he is the person we need to win in 2028. He is our surest bet for the chairmanship position. Gazy, aka Pablo, and Odiwe Gazy Yadase. Ekosiisen On excuse me, hi Asempa FM. JB Mamin sign Emras, we begin to wrap up. What's your messages, Nibibre? Quite some very huge endorsements for you. Emma Ufili is saying.
Well, for me, I think that you say responses from all over the country and even outside the country. It tells you the kind of worker many on my year over the years. You see, because and sometimes will be so then I have to against you. Yes, why did your party, Juma? Who your primaries who settle issues? Who settle issue between two people Bakuba town, Bakuba wasem. People are here and down for 4. Also taking decision about affecting on pay. So I say it was suffocating. Sure. You understand? And other things I opted not to respond because they were lies. The lies that were told about me, they were all lies. To the extent, say, yes, many. They are the ones who are even fronting my campaign.
Your campaign now.
But with time, I just got allowed time to vindicate me. I just allowed time to vindicate me. A lot of them. You can't say it, you can't say it. But if you are saying, Yankopon was to be or any be. And most often, we shall say, to say ukra seed. Now, what dream pa, nipa dream pa. Go for seed in share form and improve.
Yes.
But the seed in share form, ne pro, I said the assay crano, and then a bed germinate. How many seeds now in your home? Baby. And it is good time for me to reflect on what is going on. Sit back and also look at how things are done. Use it to test your strategies and how effective it should be. And the way forward. Had time to look at our opponent. NDC. Someone with you.
No, someone feel no more.
Homo presidential, no more parliamentary. So even in planning now, me share one more also. Because only has na ekobobo. Oya kotoko. Enya wo training kwa na also share. Also share omo there. To what extent do we do opponent search? And we are another major part of your strategy. It affects your strategy. Into omo there, I said kun. Omo there be west. Omo parliamentary. Here as we speak now. Omo MPs. They ain't no omo obe say 180 something. So you be do parliament now. Omo ni hono. Ebufu ewo omo munye ebufu ketwa. Because and that is what it is. Senke idea John Mama ebe ko biwa. Nka ni MPs be brave to against Meanwhile, Osei country by limiting the number of people who are all former as ministers. But the MPs are not happy.
Asempa FM.
And if you are not happy, what it means is that contribution also on the back constituency. Someone to me fan ko. You are being monko so are being my CEO saying the amount. Omo bibi omo pesit. Who the open what will happen? So, yes, we are down, but we are not out. If we put our act together, na ye die here answer ye die fata. Na delegates, ebo modin yi omo fit into posa, omo bisana. Because sometimes I'll be I vote to amano. Na nke vote to different post man anke same post I the man. But ye pedasem ye nuano no ye need the fikro baako ye say. Ye yes I dey be happy. But ye be dey wo mo say me wo as national chairman. Having worked. Me wo na around ponsa na council of elders chairman. Around ponsa. Eni na yejuma siketed abisi. Odo size. Be harness seku. Be sitting there.
You've learned from the best of the best in the party.
But when you buzi anye ejuma because that here wo me. It would buzi example but me also.
But despite that wealth of experience, the JB, the reality is also said this may probably be one of the keenly contested chairmanship elections. And the reason
me will be as anete.
Sir.
We generate heat.
What the heat back?
We generate. What the mama ko contest youth organizer be on the
heat beba.
Also be suggest say organizer. Mama ko honor be
heat beba.
I exhibit and exude heat.
But when him said, despite you being in there, no, the other names are yate some unofficial, some official. Into at least yate Stephen Asamoah Boateng, yate Chairman Afoko, yate Boachie Jako, ena wankasa wudin aba, in fact the any official Boache Jaku official Afoko official Asamoah Boateng yes Nidin Edaso ewom in fact ewia na me say even Damboche is nursing the ambitions of person signed up for national. I don't know if you've heard, but these are major names as far as the NPP is concerned. Embo ewo kwan bia so
there be say enye yankoye IMF managing director yanko ye see hotels in town idea yanko shede oni metu sala ye wo omo the same time you know yes in national chairmanship why na our proven track record of performance and no na edi jira so
Asempa FM
so dem yes aye until ubemu with any other track record that's good and like the names you are mentioning they are good people mo a party mo didi ministers so mo yeah in my the minister now bra ya bre ye kan ya na nkofo say bi mo aye bitter ye kan say nkofo a wo say ye bitter me ngini say o so bi ye bitter same o party mo Obia, I'm assumed to be close to Nanado.
Yes.
Now I call such an election 2022 July. Benya ministerial post bia to 2024 I did Sigabami.
In the election year.
In the election year, Sigami salary report as we speak now in GI. As I speak now, it take you over this party. Sacrifices a year, do baby, to me nephew. Because internal sabotage, no crowd also say external ones. Meeting you to me call or headquarters, you call your hotel, you acquire as a call war. One group, Thank you, Lusu 2016. That is the end of some of us. If you in a young company minister in your mind, you.
Well, you had what it take.
More than that. Me catch you as a year constituency secretary, no. Number you invest 1998. A lot of people think say, oh, Nanado ya me body part. Nanado me kind of kitchen cabinet, Oh no. But you see, by dint of faith, me a national youth organizer no Nanado na candidate 2008. Me a deputy director of communication Nanado na candidate 2012. Me a national organizer acting general secretary Nanado na candidate 2016. Me a general secretary na inti why na obe hu se me na cover.
Yeah.
Me so me internal politics be that o. Go for a contest e be Nanado say me kra o. Ebini Nanado way back 1940 cry no money Nanado.
Asempa FM.
And then omu be betra post it said Nanado here we did be a omu hu no da. Me anya madam for. Ara jidi senka body pa.
Anka wo anya
position. Wa na nya onwa.
Yeah.
Don't know channel. But I'm not bitter. Me nim say even baby I'm a fee any baby I'm a bedroom as general secretary no me papa be anye politics EBU me papa no the way I know you know a publishing omo union board chairman and no man a board member for publishing on you politics you know the young kasa ya modern and nyame sira some man so that say me to even general secretary for the new petrol party way titi ya ye hui party a that am na rally go for go change about you ye pa quote ya we bisu quote this is because he get that be quote wa to go other da be sheshe bi be chakra me nya comfortable you understand until we are coming in with our own integrity we are coming in with conviction say you bet to me aye we are coming in with the fact say yen call for as a result of your lusu power stress look go to many of the SCs and Abenjuma not only have they sacked the government appointees so ordinary messengers, drivers, HODs, corporate directors, communication information officer. No?
Yes.
Ocho letters to people. Goya. Obiaba serial caller. Wabase. Ya try to say corporate head, corporate manager, and it is that for almost all the institutions. These are career people. These are people who have risen through the ranks. Omunti na ye pese ye babu no. And yes, ye the be kan my national chairman of the party before. And no na me pay the oba headquarters I me din or dada me picture bo. And ya no na me pay o. Baby be a party ni jira. Any baby do no. Say ya amfa experience I gather over the years. In nyama ye over the years. Kofi Juma kan Asempa o se hu ship say kwa. Kitu abi na hu oso. Ni kese na nkasa body na nkasa chensuo na se. Sana politics nete. Who develop friends and trust.
Okay.
Because when you say stakeholders, electoral commission, police, army, these are people you don't, and you're better now, house or general secretary, and chairman, and organizer, and no other than a friend. And some of these things, you die with it. And over within 2.5 years, to me,
Ember, this how we know. Strong
it
enough
is
to be able
it is the
to.
party
That would suffer.
that is worse off. Particularly looking at where we are now. If you are unlucky, not the entire national executives, they could new. I don't forget elections now.
Sir.
Because look, you are in contention with another party. When you say NDC, almost first general secretary, who do you have? Others who are more executives.
Who do you have?
92. Almost national chairman with the general secretary from 2005 to date. To confirm Omar. Background. How are they going to relate with even the electoral commission? How would they understand the IPAC procedures and processes? How would they know the intrigues behind some of these things? How are they going to deal with the security?
Okay.
And for me, we need to strengthen our internal security. No two ways about that. The American say I am forgetting me and elections no cry. But we have a situation where we are dealing with a party. Almost they are ruthless. They are descendants of coup d'etat. Share what happened in 2024. Share what happened here too about 9 polling stations. Now these thugs are beating people in broad daylight. The police were begging them. So Obi Bema etume to the home. Sitting member of parliament for Awutu. Edin drogu hawa kunsin swama otain na wenya. Yeku na nkasa raba we ono na wo ma yeku hawa kunsin.
Asempa
Emma Bema to no ho te say aeroplane. Hiti obabo. Omo di ni mpambro wo fom. Omo wi enya so omo dwane yo. The police were begging them shamefully. Oh, munjai. They went to the next stop and did the same. The deputy national organizer, he was beaten in front of the police. As if that was not enough. You saw what Azoga did. Ablekuma North. Electoral Commission office will be a materials. They bent the place. How are you going to go into election with such opponents? As far back as the year 2000. Now in each and every polling station, You will be a friend of support group. 5 people supporting the polling agents in all aspects. So as for that one, you need people with capacity, people who understand. They need to protect him. Conform wa badaye. Ti dem make no. Se wudi abadaye. Ubema nkwala Asempa uni omuko ye adwuma ama ono ye bebu omo ye beku omo you won't feel it but wa badaya answer na odi omo beko no you give them the necessary protection. Vigilante building ye but vigilante building na anka se obi bo asuma me protect ho vigilante building wa anka se gina ho na obi mefa ballot box on fa nko vigilante building one case collection center nkofo enshisha max no mumbu nkofo. Is it not disgraceful for this country? Say a whole court a rule say electoral commission police provide the security ma electoral commission no declare 3 police station results. The whole police service could not provide security for the electoral commission. And my electoral commission kroya dani omo ho. Eka se yensan koto 9 police station. How I could say about 10 years? What who say president I commented that? Is it not shameful? Obi awaye organizer. Obi awaye MP. Several years. Obi awaye minister of state. Nanka we entumi nto wo yere. Sa wo yere e ko observe by election ayeye. Na MPP ni eto no ho yesa. This is something that you can't understand. And the president have loudly kept quiet. After the vice president or your banner, maybe I should say I'm not surprised.
But the state security apparatus have looked into the issues. They also does it have to take the president speaking?
Now, in the Canada, Moody in here saying, Obabesia, why a member of parliament? Now, on the normal duty as a citizen of this country. Now, Bema Tono, I what you say for Nana. I know the president to me, I can't want some money. President can't want some money.
JB Mate.
So, and it's the nation Ghana.
Okay.
It's the nation Ghana. And I hear you. And me, I know, as I sit here. Look, it was almost madness for anybody to think, say, 1992, there was 0 seats. Election, presidential, you best at 37, as at 35. 1996, in your 61. Then the NDC was super majority. Yeah, of course we are. Super majority. Presidential, you have 40 something. But when we put right policies and programs on the ground, develop catching messages that resonate with the concerns of our people, we turn this around. The same thing happened in 2016. Also, we are not this year. So we can't say MPP to we because this is a party that was battered, party that looks like it is in confusion. Yeah, but you know, with the help of my executives, led by Freddie Blay, Rita, we united the party behind us.
And I'm
focused.
Very well. Right
policies and strategies with correct messages that resonate with the people. We won and overturn something that looks impossible.
And no, when you become national,
the settings are almost the same. The conditions are almost the same, but it's not given. You have to work at it. And with me, Juma, Tina sometimes say me 2 years juma kra na nkofo me bu efu me.
Okay.
So we say onyima the quota. Yes, me year juma me hwe nipa. Mandate the amount is to win. Because you win elections now. And your philanthropic job there, you know. You win elections, you doing your free maternal care, free SHS, digitization, gold for oil. And these are things a vast majority of our people, instead of say, made animal home for the Christmas. That is more critical to me. That gives us the needed legacy. Also the new patriotic party in the body politics. And I believe, and believe.
So you have what it takes.
Oh, more than
to lead,
that. More than that. Many other grass chairman me back program.
It was all cyber.
Oh, that media encounter, chairman's encounter. I should count on MC. You understand? Many other grass, you know.
Mate, I thank you. Esa will be Uncle JB spent over 2 hours with us over the weekend. In fact, he's a nice gentleman than I thought. I championed his defeat in the last election based on negative hearsays, but he is indeed an honorable man. Chairman Basti, Ewa Takrade, and Odiwe Abba.
Chairman Basti?
Yeah, Chairman
Basti.
Sure.
Bonabaso. And he has shown se Oyebema.
Okay.
Frankly, yes, I was there in the Western region. The Konifie has a nice place.
Yes.
The consent, so rezi. No, I assure myself from the explanation, he's going to unturn what he turned. And he has followed it up.
Amen. Sekese Ochiao. Osei JB is the best bet for the chairmanship position, counting from his years of experience as a youth leader, national organizer to general secretary. That's the kind of experience he's bringing on board to unite the party. Sekese. JB Medase. I wish you very well.
You're also doing well. You've been able to hold on. The naysayers thought that you couldn't handle this program for all this while. And I think that you've held your own. And it's good you've bettered your lot as well, increased your capacity. So the line of questions are top notch. It is apt and it is proper. Why are they? No, we're brutal. Why are they? We've I'll bet to say Christian man. Where the 8 now granting interviews.
Amen. Ekosiisen, after this short break, your discussion segment, air to us, so stay with us. Here, here. My who say, Honorable Pius Enam Hajide. Ewa haye ba munche. Ecobank mobile to make me say, Ecobank mobile to make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy. Download it. You go enjoy up in my come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even just tight with the Apple. Ecobank Apple. Life is easy with the Ecobank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the Ecobank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with Ecobank. King promise.
Electrical appliance bang na wopato. Say your mobile phones with say Nokia, Samsung, Infinix, any phones ahodoɔ nyinaa. Smart TVs, air conditioners, chest freezer, double decker, tabletop fridges, and a washing machine, microwaves, blenders, CCTV camera, any Franco electrical appliances. Durable and very energy efficient. What sounds what it bonus so Bura branch beer benwo Nekoji electrical appliances eye papa na ne bofu every franco ana fre 0246 422 338 and 0555 939311 and www.francotrading.com. Now to add your online ubetmi up to 40% discount. Electrical appliances papa ifi eye bako pe eye franco.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
Is that not my daughter's picture and name on your school's billboard?
Oh, yes.
But why? Is that how things are done?
Oh, madam, but I thought you would be happy to see your child's picture on display by the school. She's a star.
Star for what? Look, take that billboard down right now. My child and I need to know when our personal information is being shared, how it is shared, and what it is used for in any organization. It is my daughter's personal space and her privacy matters. Why would you do that?
Madam, please, exercise patience.
Assert your privacy rights. Request erasure. Restrict the use of your information. You can give and withdraw consent to the collection, usage, and disclosure of your information from any organization. It's your rights. It's the law. Privacy is everyone's responsibility. To learn about your rights and more, visit www.dataprotection.org.gh or call 0256 301533. Remember, privacy is personal.
Tontonte yanum nsane efadwen
ne efadwen ampa say na nim say brebi beba ama tonti na 74 opa ye ne simple T74 abeye aduro
tonti na 74 ana T74 asa twe yadwene asina nanom dodo so se de na dodo bua ma nanom enyare basabasa no saa na tonti na 74 ana T74 ebu anipadua no
ema immune support enti obi onum bie no abrebia ne ho dendenden
tonti na 74 yinso yaye no se nsuo krokrowa kama enti baby a wonam bia obetimi de wade akọ
samene wa ankefi na ekroyi eda no nko na wie ye wa bra mennom T74
samennom tonti na 74 amenya hodin mennom ne da bia
T74 yi eye hahama ene ye de aye na DHC ena aframa na ye kama saa no T74 ahoden ni apomuden ko a T74 yi enye ma oba wa fafuro ana obi a o manufo ana se obi a onya mfie dumienu
etu phone 05016289931 and 0246073498 FDA agi adwadien krat
me di 18 years ena menya me student matress edikai na di ankasa me da so a uhusampa na ye me se matress a me hia pepepe no na me di 46 no me to matress a na emra ankasa enso na me da so a enso me mu yesa de ese se ya me di 66 me ba obia te menka se me hu me toto se ya se me hia chiropractor obehwema po mama me wapomudin hu hia enti wone comfort expert enin kita ho wo latex foam na waboa ama wato pocketed spring orthopedic ana high density mattress papa yahye da ya mamfia wadie ene oni paban latex foam science de efie any office furniture papa bedwa ko website latexfoamghana.com ana latest foam showrooms ahodo na kohwe niema papa ewo ho latest foam tawachi latex foam your partner for life.
Na science dia kesi agana fodi o power jet battery hono ye no kware o fisa me to me kai ma se battery be ye de wo ko se me discover power jet battery what me kai nya me si kwa mu bi me ni battery issue to nkwanta pa ye o enti se de ni power jet battery ambassador mi mo na nkofo ka kwa so ma me jump o mo de na makamfo power jet battery mo hu se battery mu gwa hodo power jet car battery the Roxin Ventures na ko fa ba o mo Shalom Sport runabout wo community 18 Sprinters Road Felmo 0208090789 and 0242314774. Obenya bisu wa shama kuwana so Ochinenti Enterprise afi battery shop bia wa bosoka kumase kwa mechoba Enterprise pampaso na battery shop bia wa swame mazi amako Macro Junction Efika so kwa Winneba Junction Swedro magazine takwa de Asempa bia Power Jet Battery Day Power Jet Car Batteries on put that day.
Ecobank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. Ecobank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah. Download it. You go enjoy it in my Come make a download them for you. You can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even just tight with the Apple. Ecobank Apple.
Life is easy with the Ecobank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the Ecobank mobile app. You know it's 5-star life with Ecobank.
Kim promise.
Deep pepper perco, not deep perco.
Africa green tea,
Say dear, what's the African queen mackerel yasi papa?
Now when on pay pa, you are what you eat oh. And this a wood to mackerel I would do near. Now what to papa no preco? Africa queen mackerel. The way show no keke. No pankwa.
Mikuno say, oh sorry ape. Oh see fua, Mr. Honey. Oh say, that means so much said. Okay.
Yes, Africa cream mackerel dear. Now pound one necessary. Tomato sauce papa be so neguhu. And this a what ye dia no. And make your taste the extra oh. Top papa no prepo. Africa cream mackerel. Shower no keke. Now pound one. Every year they didn't have to ya to.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah, the luckiest, luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. Money we define, every day and night, I'm a tata, keep on hustling for the family, the luckiest, downstairs, everyone to hush, you can win some cash, you can be the luckiest with one seat, luckiest with 5,000, the luckiest, the market woman, you can be the luckiest, luck is everywhere, for everyone, you can be the luckiest, luck is everywhere, for everyone, stars everyone to hush, luck is everywhere, luck is everywhere, oh, tell me how you feeling lucky, because I'm feeling lucky, because I'm feeling like the ultimate, that how we go win, if I win it, you could be the luckiest.
By the grace and mercy of our God, this year edition of Prayer Walk, Asempa FM, Prayer Walk, Prayer Walk, Prayer Walk. Edro, Nyabeya Duma on the 14th. Yenyina yebeshia 7 p.m. Ewo Asempa FM edrokumu nimha ewo Fanofa Street kokomlemli. Metro Zadia Fro Bia. Enyu humfimo ba no ahye ufufu. Nyankopon ya Duma on the 15th anopano by 6 o'clock a.m. Na ya shase se ye nante ni ye bompaye ye nante ni ye bompaye. This year, theme dasu eye I am that I am prayer walk. Mede ni amene empire bo anu dene anu she. Metro Zadia Fro Bia. Yenyina yenhia. Edwoko bi adaroma na this year prayer walk. Waso ya sene dedi kan eye koja cold eye tipaye dra onomo a eboa ma onya pomuden na afenzo M5 Media and Promotions. Asempa FM prayer walk. Siame Prophet Nana Yosafo eni asofo ni team ni nyina na ye nante ni mom aye ni nje Ghana is you. Stay on.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. What do you do? When you need some money, you go free hustle, you go bread, but you need some luck today. Just dial star 712 hash, make you play the game and win. Buy for your mama, buy for your papa, buy for your brother and your sister and your crew. From 1 city to 5K, you don't need much, not much. be the luckiest.
Hey! When we send your police in your draw, Imbusaba Mesa Amama Huaden.
Refuse to grow, any offense will be count.
And what day immune system or Yankopon, and your ready pediatric Samoya Hubano, and Nasa Wunum Imbusaba Mesa, a peja immune system Nabribia, Yarientimu. Sase dear, a month for the one, the Imbusaba Mesa, Dronua dance yes, and Yarwa will nipa and Nina etimi banaso, and in Yarwa Cassian Kaya Wutini D and a honka. Now Yamwa suing no, a boy who buy every home. And now Mumpa, Omuan Yarwana Dada, no monum doctor and Rono, and num Imbusaba Mesanoa, and Momo who are deep in tea. Ya Omuntim Pose, Yaria Esomo, Imbusaba Mesa, a walk Kaisi, and you may move Bia Yato in row, at to form friends 0246 20 8496. FDA, Ashisha said, Jody and Cratry.
Luckiest everywhere, for everyone, yeah.
This year is going to be sweet. I don't just feel it, I know it, because the Luckiest Season 3 is back.
And I'm about to show you how to grab your golden ticket. Just dial *712# and follow the prompts to purchase your ticket. Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, hit community tickets, and pick your lucky number.
Or let the system do its magic. Choose how much you want to spend from 1 to 5,000 Ghana cedis. You can even buy a ticket for someone else. Be someone's hero. Payment? Easy. Mobile money in Ghana or card if you're international.
One ticket can turn 1 CD into 500 times more. That's smart we love. Or your community could win 10 times more. So let's get lucky together because luck is every.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
Is that not my daughter's picture and name on your school's billboard?
Oh, yes.
But why? Is that how things are done?
Oh, madam. But I thought you would be happy to see your child's picture on display by the school. She's a star.
Star for what? Look, take that billboard down right now. My child and I need to know when our personal information is being shared, how it is shared, and what it is used for in any organization. It is my daughter's personal space and her privacy matters. Why would you do that?
Madam, please, exercise patience.
Assert your privacy rights. Request erasure. Restrict the use of your information. You can give and withdraw consent to the collection, usage, and disclosure of your information from any organization. It's your rights. It's the law. Privacy is everyone's responsibility. To learn about your rights and more, visit www.dataprotection.org.gh or call 0256 301533. Remember, privacy is personal.
Tie. Ene wiase mu, yen tam sika chichiri de, elfa nkoto phone, na ye light bill nhweyen, water bill nhweyen, rent, yen kan ho asem, ene nti na EBA phones se, odi abrochira bagana. Ene wodi wani chiamu ewo London, ebe sinko Lagos a, amanfo kwaji phone, one time sika bebre, elfa nkoto, nemum, wotua ne nkakra. EBA phone se, wodi bia bagana. Ene nti say iPhone na wopa, efi iPhone X, eko the latest iPhone brand. Wani chiamu ewo EBA phones na kwaji wo phone to your 40% down payment na fa phone no collateral sembie no guarantor sembie no we no eye wo Ghana card and afi ashanse de atrese we adwuma keke we no sa wo pese wo tua no weekly and monthly e kwanda wo phones no ye real na plan no very simple kai hunu say EBA phones e wo iPhones any ho akade a wo ton no wholesale price and afi so no wo repair iPhone type bia enti adenti na di say wo twen for EBA phones I was 0597 342 168 and now 0597 042 990. Ubetumi anante abaye shop. Yawa Circle, American Mall, and Afe Kumase, Edum, Ejekum Abronsai Casino. Kai hunu say, yawa Facebook and Instagram, ewo EBA phones. EBA phones and accessories. Ewiasia yede. EBA phones akesie. Nintiano, nkete.
Ewra, me pacho bra na me hwa de wo bag im.
Bra, Aden, and then Subium.
Hey, time about Misha, me can't see you back, Queen, and what you mean saying?
Bra, Sanya, time about Misha, Esia Jimmy, Nimi fear for and Yadia Bako, ever swing.
Where dear, would this offending you now?
Time about Misha, make us me do one dance ya heaven and a demako copy. Ain't it some malaria, where drawn a time about mixture.
And yet, and uncle, dear, no more to I want to me any dear no. Time about Mr. Drono and a yamau. Or bar one fire through the Wama Aquadano for any Aquada when you fear do me no intimate a dreibi. Sir Obato a dreibi anoma. She said Wako Hospital and answer lab. I mean, who say, oh, a 3-day malaria be answer. Sir Opa time about Mr. and ready to do tour for any K&G Herbal Center, Ewa in Rome, Abidjan House, and about Kosovo at Tonsu Monaco Junction.
And no echi, Ubenya be atowo over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop do na emu.
Fre 0244 417669.
Kayo, set time mono TIME. Time herbal mixture. Afi malaria fever bia dani ziba ewo munube tuako.
FDA aji ejodi enkra tuyi at
Asempa FM.
Arriba! Ekosiisen, Asempa FM. Asempa FM. Sempanavo Binebano Biba Binebano Sempanavo Obinie Ekosiisen nie Bonsu awo mene sempa de brane mamba Obi som
Masomo Asempa 94.7 FM. Ekosiisen Jumedie no asuguswa utie no. Your reigning CIMG radio program of the year and GJA radio and television program of the year. Ekosiisen and remember to say the discussion segment no ebetwa so proudly sponsored by Franco Trading, Millennium Insurance, Tabia Herbal and Felisco San Ghana Limited. And you may na boy say you fire discussion segment no make us say idea Honorable Pius Enam Hajide or a former deputy sports minister, former deputy information minister, and a former CEO of the NYA, that's the National Youth Authority, and they are Kasamafo Edema Team Brian, who is aspiring to become flag bearer of the NPP. Former parliamentary candidate. Former parliamentary candidate for the NPP. Ne hono ye confusing me Eswojaman constituency where we me Eswojaman no fi Akosombo area ho nyina wanda Eswojaman constituency studio ha sounds so and the honorable Donko Fusaini also former DCE former director operations for the NDC's campaign Ashanti region Juma Obo Ashanti region when and so catcher NA or a deputy director general at National Service Authority, and he's in charge of finance and administration. Cancer studio. Pius Aquabe saying
I mean, opinion, Yamia Dum and Empire, you papa, or break a crown a woman.
I mean, to say campaign and is your mark how many regions?
Yamia Dum, ye Eastern region, okay. Greater Accra,
okay.
Ye Ashanti region, ye Volta region, and the Oti region. You can say dear Yera or Central region.
Okay.
Na Ushemwa, Kessia Wumupa, na Uwe Bakwa, over to me, as you must say, oh, my year campaign, no. Yera Nadia, why ye, Kessia, na woman, Niaka no so enche ye baby ni na
Mobesia another national tour before the election and
no dey yehwe
okay
yehwe na era Dr. Brian Champon one mad delegate for no who say onu ne wo emre no any ahondeno mame ka ne potomu wa kire say he has the time do ne ho abo afode he has the energy and the resourcefulness to be able to execute a rigorous campaign, the type, that kind of campaign that can unseat the NDC. And yes, Sebi Yabeko, Haba Akuna, Betiada Kakrana Yako, Nabeji, Ahumi Kakrana Yako. 2028, say, I'm sure ye nase tot to Sana Beya. Why wouldn't we encroach for Dada? Omodia, Womu Yo Madia, just a giddy. Tia here will be a to me, Anya Dagiano. Ahonde no so ewo ho a sabi yesi kwanchan de efe obetumi aso party asene na wamayen aboba de guye tuo no mu ansana yebetumi akon no. And Dr. Brana Champo is showing that he has the resilience to be able to deliver victory for the MPP. Yeah, ka say ya yebi no mu ya yefu say ya bre no kra no onu no kra no, and the whole day he has been in meetings. And you know, Chese Abrantia no, Joshua Bia, Nyamidi Nache, MPP say on the
farm promised land.
Sape.
And from the way going around with him, no, it looking positive.
Ebeyemi Nwanwa say Yebeto Abana Yaka say Ubinya Abacha and Yera Dr. Brana Champo.
Oh, really? From what you've seen?
Yes. No clear woman say messages no utia manfo bidia. Na kwa yese explanations any chopper na ebinumu de nso akwa yese ebufu bi na yewo against ebinumu entino nsheda bibie ni utia manfo bi dia bibie ni mu a to me shankran say there be was say yede wukọ. But Yera Dr. Brana Champo dear oba nasem ne dikan nkabom. Obi da bia meka say party say yekoyi Yesu Kristo mpo na wetimi wakame asemesifuo nie obentinsofuo nie esa to aso a nkunimdi no bede entino adiba kwa ye hia pa ye nkabom na ohwese na de no kwa nia ogina mfimfin a oni empenyimfo aka eni asem bia omo ni problem bia Yera Dr. Brana Champo oni Yera Dr. Mahmoud Maumia eni problem bia nanu me ba me kan nanu aba ye tu ye 2024 de woso na se ne papa Eastern Region kan nyina metumi aka say Yera Dr. Brana Champo edi ne ho bu afode so efa sa kan nyina ebiom oni Yera Honorable Kennedy Japan problem bi eni omontem want to say Yera Brana Champo eko jina baby can show down Asembia na ebiom so no ohwese na campaign no kwa ya ye kasama no no ankasa osisi mpie so a ne kasa no nkabom kasa atem didie bebebe a ye titi every sides bi no wonti every Yera Dr. Brana Champo ene ni chitafo eho na ye besere se na no Yera na danko kufado efrem penyin ama omu nyina ehye ebo se omu behwe omu kasa ene omu ne ye besere se omu ne omu chitafo no endi nkomo muheya na me ba ya na obi edi eni be kire me voice bi ana yenua baako ka kire obi fufuro se onu no uwini a agise obetumi abeche cabinet meeting agise won pane na anu so yeti se obi so ekoka na we mu no omo ya hoho da be no mo bai sa at asem no unti free Yera Dr. Brana Champo na enu na bebu ankabom no because se mudi mu ho atemi wie na baako wini a ubeye den ya obeka ne ho enu nti na yanhwe ya abana ya beto no ebetumi di asomdwe mapa e di abre party no anase ebema tension no esane wo party no yetuma Yera Dr. Brana Champo a bijidi se Yera Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ni chita for babeka ne ho bijidi so se Yera Kennedy okompre kwa Japan enkrofo babeka ne ho but min jindi miti heyi ni suro wo mi mu se yetuma omo amaka no baako a afamba ako emba be ka ho. And these are the name be say na udu from one delegates na nkasa ebe ka kire ho. Say yanhwe yi a ye beto aba na yaka ntokwa say anwa san anwa you know agroni ntokwa ni utu aba ma bra na achampo a and the watu aba ma agro utuma empenyufo no mienu a yeso omudin wa bontin pa utuma omumu ba ko so a na wona wakofa ntokwa aba because ade na akwa say ntokwa no mo ye diama ebinum kra kana bontin kra say we wini a nyade a ebe ba beta machi na we muso say sade a ende muso mu wini a etumi nkono saa ye pese ye nka ye humbum na nkunimdie no embra entem na Ghana yasana koye dade mu afa ye ntuma pa afra amemu pane amemu so mfaso na yetumi ehu bakuno no na discipline so ye party mu social media radio so betia na we am mane ato mane nua ama mpenyimfo regional chairman fo bi kura de won ho agimu we so won say aden mpenyin ni fia na de na esi Dr. Brian Achampo ye to abana de man 31st of January 1st February discipline na ye nim say MPP mpenyimfo no di jaye no esane eba ena o san aka say MPP executives, polling station, electoral area, constituency, regional, national. We are workers for the party. Yena ebe ye jumadin ama party no etumi aba abemu. Na party no ba abemu wia. Na yene de yatwa yanya. Wasi delegate bia sweat equity principle no be operate no. Wo we delegate no be ye jumadin ama party na ba power. Na party no ba power. Wobema esu emfaso no ebi account obi biara mako yen ko ka say 720 delegates no be shame boss say we ni anipa 10 ebe free the constituency when adwuma
enya appointments
na 710 na okay
so mo benya adwuma aban be bie ne bi 10 no can appointment government appointment
yes
and not just mo nko na benya adwuma from the
but you see near was we catch delegates for no say because obi ono so ebe ye adwumaden na party no be ba mu a enya appointment nkoa na yetumi faso a obi benya mfaso
that's true.
It is about a system where you be build ya ebi be kan obi a but we yi 10 frame a omo amaka na omo no mbedin. But in Dr. Brian Achampo, you will find say ono no system bi a odi ba obi a ebenya ne so faso opportunities within the last 8 years. Yera Akufo-Addo ene Yera Mahmoud Bawumia pension. You create 1 million jobs in the public and the civil service. 1 million jobs. MPP delegates are ekwakoto aba. Ye dodo ye 220,000. 220,000 no. Enti anka ye nhihye ya. Anka ye nhihye ya. Ye kan se ebia me na me mpe aban dwuma. Se me huni pe bi, me baby, me nua bi. Enti anka ebusue bia emu no anka ye betumi aka bebi.
Yes.
Se ni amayama party bra me so ma bre. Me wo fase bi Ekosoja. Me nua bi. Anka beka over 800,000. Enti ye nua no ndisi for so ekura betu bi anya bi. But nhihye no na ni ho. 8 years ya Yera Akufo-Addo ne Yera Mahmoud Bawumia edi yanim hwe yeso. Enti Yera Dr. Brian Achampo edi nhihye ye eba osi sweat equity ni obre eno ye de eno odie. And again no ye de me na me de ka ho. Ye wo opposition. Me see eto ho ye de ama ho na aboba nka ho a e ya disu akeke. Na me see me na me de ka ho. Se ye hia obi a onim penyin pe na asem a nam se ono so bone homode a ogina ne nan so nte no yesi yenkoti e dry no ane haban ente no wonsum na yetumi a execute a campaign bia delegate for no kura no fa bi ko a ebe hia se ye de be ko efema adwuma ye ko poster ye betale koko a ye de betale poster ene t-shirt ni niema no ni nyina e wo se ye kope ye wo opposition nti se nya obi a Akufo-Addo etumi abona baso se o campaign no una wo so masene pa na no Eastern region ye hu ni oye eno si mumma mi akwanya na onye sa de na oye ewo Eastern region ewo Ghana nyina. And I feel said there should be one simple text that we must conduct. Yera no ofri Eastern region yesa obi ye the 25 parliamentary seats and the core okuno ewo Eastern region.
Yes.
Ye wie no ene ye wo 24 baku penefre so we lost one, a net loss of one. Ye won penya ye free central region yeso ye pese ye nto abanoma ye ye mbisa ye hu say parliamentary seats no dodo sen na ye di free central de call ye na e ba ne se na ene de ekodu 4
aka they say am more 4 central region
4. In fact, by 2016, na ye 19 parliamentary seats and na ye wo central region. Ye 2016 abano. Ye hwe sama and na ye ka say 4. 2020 na ye 10. It dropped first by 9 and dropped again by 6. I think that this one no I was say ye to me ebisa ye hu say e de na si wo Eastern region ye to me lusu ba ko pe ansi e wo Central region ye lusu bebre sa go to Ashanti region na ye wo 44 and then ye wo 38 e ye obi e na di ne hu bo afode e wo Eastern region and you say yes you me see na me ye parliamentary candidate me to me di one dance here. And the promise is that ni ayaye aye dwuma e dia mayen e wo Eastern region e bua MPP no
we replicate
ye be replicate Eastern region for the man akwanya enti se Ghana nyina ye man akwanya sa ade no ye be ye bi wo Volta ye be ye bi wo Greater Accra ye be ye bi wo Central na mamemfa akwanya so na me yi bibi mfiri hotel na no yewra baako e ka se yewra Dr. Brian Champon ofri PM Anthem Eastern region.
Yes.
And maybe a tremuna era Akufo-Addo so
free Eastern region.
And no
in the Eastern region go another Eastern cannot come.
But you see a problem. The analogy is problematic. Era Akufo-Addo hand over as president.
Yes.
Or hand over Ediama era John Dramani Mahama. Sebi oye ceremony. And we cry no credit sebi oye ceremony. And he said Dr. Brenna Champon ebedi o mampenya yera John Dramani Mahama oye ceremony ena eba be hand over power e dia ma onu Brenna Champon onu free south presidential line no.
Yes.
Se uba party no mumpo a yera Kufuor hand over flag bearer of the party no or hand over edima yera Akufo-Addo. Yera Akufo-Addo ebe handi over flag bearer no or handi over ediama Yera Mahmoud Bawumia again from another southerner to a northerner. Nyamia dum said Dr. Bernard Champo din kunim on the 31st of January sena yenim so obedina a year Yera Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or ye ceremony northerner and ebe handi over the mantle of leadership in terms of the MPP flag bearer no ediama Yera Dr. Brenna Champon. And yenye Eastern go Eastern come asem. Na ne yemi nwanwa kakra ne se ono no se obi abedi president every Eastern region tino obi into me free Eastern region and president bi omo dia. Na nanka ni kwa se Yera Kennedy kwa o kan offer form. Central region has produced one president and about 3 vice presidents. Na honswe. But I'm not surprised because Bebia Dr. Brenna Champon Bekobiano he takes over TEF. Among 40 na semopa. And to one she ye now ukosi ne chia. Obi na se popo blibli. Beshi be wura wo mo. Na nka semu ani se wu kanu na wakoka. So really and truly it's not an issue. It's not an issue at all. And you will agree with me say ni amaka no Akufo-Addo handed over the presidency to John Mahama. It is John Mahama who will hand over the presidency to Brian Achampong. And flag bearer, no, Akufo-Addo handed over to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. It is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia who will hand over to Dr. Brian Achampong.
South, Echo,
North, and assign back to South. So it does not come up at all. Eti yenyi na yenka humbum na masre se camps na akano. Yera Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eni chitafo. Eni Yera Kennedy. Yesre atemdidie no. Yen frimu. Let's stay true and honest to yen solemn declarations at the residence of the former president, His Excellency Akufo-Addo. Na ye kasa ho entina pressure no embra fam. But na masana se empire e dia ma empanyin 5 na omubo apro no nyina. Obi enda fam. Eye efidie na ye dinam. Bibia betumi esi.
Yes.
Enti ye besre utiemi a kai 5 distinguished gallant men. Yera Dr. Mahmoud Kennedy Akumprekwa Japan, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Kwabena Japan, Dr. Yawedu Chum, any Dr. Brian Achampong. Kai womu nyina any womu entourage no ewo mpai bom. Se akwanhia ni niema bisa no yempe bibia nti yenkai womu ewo yempai bom. But edusu se wo bom mpai se nyame yi womu mu ba ku dia ehone de na waboama Brian Achampong. But say nyame bebo mo ho ban ne de omu nyina yembo mpa say nyame bebo mo ban.
Payo senam hagide ye kasamafo edema team Brian going into these elections next year 31st January. Honorable Donko for saying akwaba na etesen.
Oh yes adum ye ho ye.
National Service Boko.
Wow, yeah. Obine nenyu ushia me aban kabada mensa police dem edi machi o say bisa me say fie ye.
My postings now.
Okay, so we've done the first batch. Okay. Part of the second batch is also gone. So far the out of the 150,000 no, about 90,000 etimi register.
My area. Oma register mama post you.
Yeah, post you over 90,300.
Okay.
And
target near 150,000.
Yeah, that is the class list schools need to buy, but it doesn't mean so many be show up.
Okay.
Yeah, there are some who are still having challenges with their date of birth, change of names, or
okay.
Some are still, as at today, that's so a struggle to go through. But I say, announcement, no, I don't know how they take it. This time around, National Service MPCD and Sabeka class list, no. It be a sebi. Anansi awie wo de ntikuma antenase enye meeting de be de enye meeting kura ho ne akotonko what you say. So we don't want to touch it yempe temptation bia. So even corrections, it is the schools that can do the corrections on the class list for you. Until upese we correction on change of name at TME udi kan kwa ya affidavit say your date of birth kura na we mistake a eno so kwa ya affidavit ni wia ukoye gazetting. Uye gazetting ni wia when you go back to NIA no mu change Ghana card no na ne data from the school no match here, you take it back to the school to confirm say afa de menya Ghana card any data now mo dey send the National Service na aye the same. So do the corrections on your system for me and resubmit to National Service. So the school will do the correction and resubmit on their letterhead. That is the only way the system will accept you. But mostly, omukoya no masa their back National Service. See any corrections no more. We don't do corrections. It is only the schools that can do the corrections for you. Omono ya once the school uploads the new change of dates, no. Once they upload that one, then system now automatically will allow you now to get access. So those are the little challenges I say, but any widespread to say a chassis and say the necessity. By and large, I can say a lot of them have even reported crowd that.
It be must start.
It be crash start.
Baby, I say why am I day.
Obi, my misan fa we fi the case so. Na men caution, especially HRs, administrators, at the various government agencies. You don't have the authority say national service ni bia ba or say sign court na higher ma verbally. No. If we find you out, we'll deal with you. Because you are preventing national service. Adia abaya bohoka.
Yeah.
It won't mean for pay and take decisions. It is not your decision to take alone.
Now say you more space for 50, more posting it 200 or more.
Yes. So what you do is that you write officially to national service say yes, near war vacancy for 50. 50 na ba. Say higher ma. It's your best say nipa akano mube diomba ko baby foforo. You communicate to us. You don't sack the child. And I say sorry, students no. Yene de naba. Into your problem, communicate back to us. But what they do is say akwala ne dia de na ko no ma pam ne say safako. Then akwala na afi do o chinchini no ha ne ofa no ha ne papa no ha we me per repost it. It is not done like that. Ye do ko baby na hwa ye ma onu HR na as administrator na say MD na say you write officially finance ministry ye ma omo tro officially to us we yesremo this time around hana ye ma enti ye besre say obi amode ne bre ye no madaroma mumpe baby foforo emba no sani edi nkomo na okasa akola na aba na okasa sign corner aye ma sebi
akola na is stranded
ye nya wa so be kakra because a national security issue. You can create agitations for us.
But to prevent that, somebody can j vacancies in the various institutions answer. If you answer more than Kofuako.
Ubi desire ya kran say institutions now come masam nyina kran so side o list ba say we mu kran henso ye pa o mo ha. So wo di bia ba say opani pa say ye di bi kan ho bre o dia o say why ma. Some of them deliberately do it because onone the AB anipa 100 aba. Ni e post to ebia first 50 akọ o check ye ni dey 50 nyamba ye o enti pesi se da bi o me ma ha ne ye ma microphone ba enya da bre enti na they was started blocking
say hi my hi.
Yes, that is not proper. If you have any issues with congestion, write to us officially immediately. We'll redirect them to other places.
How have you ensured say across the country, being service personnel or baby name quite concentrated in?
Yeah, so that is the little challenge we have because there are places America say I know na hotspots. So of course they get attraction from most of especially Gen Z for you. So normally we post you based on I think two things. First, 1 year course relevant. Then 2, your geographical location.
Okay.
Until ube chusu regional wo. Uchusu regional wo ne ahwe course awokoye nti ebia obi broadcast journalism or Greater Accra. Nti also ope ebia first choice mi pe NCA, second choice mi pe a friends multimedia.
Omu choose agencies no so can.
Yes, you can choose.
Sir.
Yes.
A quite portal so be choose
agency. Yes.
And not just the region.
Yes, you can choose the region. Then you are allowed so power to choose
agency.
Yes, but then we intentionally at times black it out because they will overload it. At times we just limit it. Say my course I will study here. We will use the course to post 20. Yafa obia, broadcast journalism, or Greater Accra. What are the immediate your friend is saying media houses are a bang apart from NCA because you can't share government no, but national service yanka do na private because private need the more training and more retention. And sabi honso ni yenya kakra. Nti
so when they pay something.
Nti priority mostly are on the private, but then government also at the pressure bar or no na etua. Nti oka say mame dodo na nkom agencies we have no choice than to deploy there. So what we do is say Yafa okra the wesiano ni afa agencies na war region. So you choose your region, then we look at the agencies there, then we distribute according to what you studied.
Okay.
Yes, there are times there are overlaps. Inti yemfa ne say multimedia yema obi nso eso oti kukumlemle Inti ko nyaya nkope multimedia. But multimedia ye madia the next available one ye die ni ahwe de ben.
Yeah, atenka na ye de woko.
That is what happens.
I have received a worrying message. Obi, how about private institutions?
I'm coming to that.
Who have applied online for months,
yes,
and still not received any response whatsoever. We are ready to pick some of them,
yes,
but there has been no response.
Because on say as of June, July, August, Saturday has shut the old system. Most of them, their requests came through the old system.
Yes.
Near shutting, so a binuma who say a shutting system, though the responses came. But then, yes, I be a new system we know. It meant they had to actually reapply again. A binuma nyasa communication no. But application will be application or the by biano. That why yam processing VA. If you cry the list by the Yenchem will be. If you cry the list by, it is also the subject areas are open a buyer. Everybody will be served. Because I've given strict instructions since last week. They started say yes, several all the private institutions because it came in bulk.
Madam Fui, and you know some of the private institutions know some really good conditions.
Yes, they have better conditions. Yes, some are really good. They have better conditions.
Special economic zones timber.
Mr. Wajin letter Nasa send them.
Special economic zones.
But we have started working on the private. But also problem I kakran so say. See and register agency no war your private company or your system no you post here system no allow for posting there.
Okay.
Because it has to move lateral.
Yes.
From your number straight to the agency. The agency need ni wa who post to who baby or they call the next agency. Sana dia na koye. Nti say ebia na yi ni system no mo a wo de wada roma on fan sending me immediately now. Yebema deployment for
the but I think one thing I'm going to be the lack of you have to find a way of responding to their
that is the emails. Danger because deployment team na adeno call mo.
Yes.
Mobilization for no me and as a revenue for no yes, they are supposed to respond to them. But revenue for no they give it to deployment to deploy.
Okay.
Deployment so every posting say no maso aye shichen obi a Ghana. Because over 90,000 obi they have to code in every single unique number one by one.
And I'm also for service personnel ni bi na I'm also nya adwuma ni bi.
Or the business.
Respond.
Obi temptation na ho no so.
Yes.
Enti me akasa kura no me will access but I don't mean try some posting because temptation also.
No, so we will not be posting. We at least acknowledging receipt.
Oh, no, because no.
Private sector.
Yes, almost send a letter now. He has to go to deployment and then revenue mobilization for no more revenue for no be assure almost say beba. But deployment and deployer, you cannot say seko.
Okay.
So and I'm say deployment for no so nyina se sia no. O maso a shekrache national security for. That is the pressure down almost on a will be idea of Ghana say.
Very well.
So they should be rest assured. Everybody will be catered for. Yes.
Parents, your former CEO NYA, who question be national service postings in one.
Oh, Debbie. A photo na edibema won say in 70 basa na yen taking say feedback. Enya ni nyina na yebe yi ano.
Yeah.
Na letter ba yebe respond. Letters are addressed to the Chief Executive Officer, and in the case of National Service, your friend would know
Director General.
Director General.
And you know the communications are directed towards the Director General.
Okay.
It is just a simple minute respond and acknowledge receipt. And you know say bibi sa ewo no the deployment, the mobilization, no process no enye a little user friendly.
You are very important.
No ni yemu na yepe Ghana bebu no ewie suku oma ye krado se omo so ebe sum omo man e de omo ho bebo afode na oma sana enya adesua bi e de efremu. So for me, national service has always been a critical activity period. In fact, as I was at the National Youth Authority, Assembly aye can say that 1 year period no. We should add more to it so that some values like patriotism and volunteerism, discipline.
Military orientation now, but deployment will be in January. Yeah. Because you see, rush.
Yeah. Because I mean, we should be.
But about 12,000 and I apply.
Posted 10,000.
Yes. So normally you take more than the number, so that after medical screening, no, we be free, you'll be able to.
In the last 12,000, no. Where are they now? You draw them from institutions.
Yes.
For the military.
Yes. That's it.
To institutions.
Yes.
But I think that it's a movement forward. It's just that Mestre say we should not focus on physical endurance alone.
No, not at all.
About the mental development.
Me say physical endurance is just one component of the 16 models.
Okay.
Endurance ne PT ne sanyamani de kakrebi. Classroom sessions, discussion sessions, group works, team works, lectures, everything is involved. Ntinye abontin kwa debi.
Endurance here.
Oh, send the no power for your endurance kakra no aba your classroom sessions.
No, it will have health implications.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, a year say we develop the culture of say regular
staying
practice,
fit,
staying fit. In the long term, it will have implications on our health bills and also pressure on even our hospital system. So a year. But I mean, you go out now. I didn't know. Enema bebre say, and politicians and many be was say to make
yes,
and let take politics out of it. Now because we have a country to build together. I prefer if you can have the best of doctors, but at your operating table now on your call, now to make a funny call. Abra, there's a patient on operating desk.
There is something wrong.
If you see police people, when you pack your all they are interested in say, oh, Charlie, your men are on the road. No, we should not do politics with it. Say, bibi why you bet me because that car could be carrying robbers. Only God knows which direction they are headed. And to know me, these conversations. Devoid of partisan politics. I suffered this kind of unfair politics when we were in government from my colleagues in NDC, and I complained about it. And I will not now turn around to do the same. We will not be making progress.
It will be one thing to say.
Reposting, no?
Yeah. God forbid.
They are charging as much as 800 Ghana cedis for reposting.
They are the ones dealing with scammers. You remember this on this your show maker said we don't operate through third parties. We only do reposting based on two critical things. One, disability and nursing mothers.
Okay. And that
is it. Okay. The institution recommend say yenye reposting ma. Yenji sikani ayewe. But nipa bi da so mami say metimi aye reposting amount. Then they do, and what they also do is say they do it and go and hide behind politicians. Oh na wafasi way. Then they also push us my constituents we misraw ye de na kotu na vrongo ofri Greater Accra like pressure osa. But this is not done. The Biado Bekubia is part of Ghana. Yes, we do our best to post you within the region, but National Service doesn't charge to do reposting. It is not proper. Nipani binayi omoho scammers. Yes, we know some of our district officers and some of our regional officers are in league with them. Now, of course, we've been trying to weed it out, but it's still. Yes, but Nipani Bukra, Etimia Peke WhatsApp group administrators, Bukra numbers are national securities, for ADHD. Okay. Yes, there will be scapegoats, but you don't need to pay money for this to be done for you. No, it's not proper.
Very well.
Because it's a national service. Sure. Let me tell you, your Ministry of Youth Development, NYA, National Youth Authority, launching program be read.
Yes.
Obi, you need to go on the streets, even in our universities. Over nipa 10 graduates 10 this year. Now let's say alcohol, drugs, and even some of the substances. At least 4 to 5 of them have had exposure to those things, which is about half of the graduates we are producing. No, they have one or the other way experimented with those things before. Now, some people experiment now addicted. And these are graduates. So, and you know, some of this military orientation, even the agri projects now, you know, nipa well over 10,000 now. I choose some person mobile farms, and we believe say nyame boni etimi start some of this military orientation. I can at least it is about the best ambassadors are ubetimi to help the country to stabilize and reorient near, especially students and any graduates. No, if they accept change, it affects the whole nation. Yeah, because 6 weeks without wow the open obey you. Hono sebi untimi nkwatwi ho. Nti say we will be a addiction kakra woman, it will show there. You will not have access until wow obade bi a phone so no pushing the number military orientation ni bi 6 weeks no when you phone I 6 times because you can only get access to your phones at a particular time.
In after 6 weeks now discipline no
until on continue juma mu a ubisa na where is the elevator? Okay, look at the other side now. Debi those things will not until you perceive a pilot will not omube bano. You will see the difference between omu and your colleagues omu. Then from next year no we'll make it mandatory.
Very well. Phobia
until any ebeye in out in until pa you post to was Mr. Mumma me 6 weeks in ba. And as we adwuma ne kakra no break first half wakwayaba. And as we are no akwakoye na odi kofie. Ni nyina ya allowed.
Very well. Enti that's a bit on national service probably mean some man for be now interest ewom e be kra train the release of the second batch of postings.
Yes, that'll be done next week. It will be
next week.
Yeah,
that's fine. Enti
but on say Obi, the danger they are also forgetting is that, and I make us say, schools need be uploading is even a problem for them.
Yes.
Yes. Ebinu so corrections no crowd munya nye nti say obi ba oye ni de we na posting no. Na we so aba na yasa waye so we don't do it piecemeal. Nti omu nyina ye ne ya ma omu that duration. Mu nyina mu ya then we combine all. Then best at 10,000 that we release at a go. That way we can serve a lot of agencies.
Okay.
System no.
Okay. Very well. Ekosiisen On Asempa 94.7 FM. The Honorable Pius, my main sign Emrana I mean 2 major issues. The Akoso of Parliament vetting of the CJ nominee and media briefing on the helicopter crash and matters arising. The opposite offered home come mamintio.
Yo obi midase ebi o maminchia yetiefo nyina ene esi wa parliament nano say no during the vetting of the CJ na kambeka say disputed CJ na it's a sad day. It was a sad spectacle, and indeed I want to near Minority Leader Carr said there were dark clouds. No, I am in complete agreement. I think that the majority leader and the members of the majority bench and they got carried away. I think say answer no bedru hono omo ebo pobi, so they were acting they were quite prejudiced. Ashasiena, it's as though womu who say afenyo ebe ye bibi and ye man the kwan onye. But even if in parliament, it's a parliament mpo yen to me man penyin kasa and they na ye hu obi say parliamentarians are two omuso aba several thousands of people. You can't say, oh, would you know the same? You can't say one. No, coca. No, Nipanuka into me, Manu, Quano, Canasamoa. Not anywhere. I was really sad. Na adie naba. Shisha ya ewo ho dada. Afenyo making start say all kind ni welcome remarks. Enyo no ne hyase. Yera GH men some time nyina veterans drew na said the stakes are high, sir. Welcome address kwano. To me even jobs be cry to me true jobs. Politicians there yet say for as long as you use language that is not insulting, not them but language that even is critical, you see will be a disputed candidate here. Yet to me tuaba not president no cry your friend who was a disputed adiebi. A dispute is in a man's mind. Or no ne feel say bibi koswa or no ne bu njuhu. What kind statement bakwa? Yes, your objection. Now, like speak the chair, deputy speaker who was chairing, so just say, oh, the American, I didn't say, oh, yeah, nimnia babe. And you also sometimes no kwano, me my objective to wo, and I me can was no, mammy quite cross the right of reply say me so no as someone in panel cano. Dear, what do I have to say in my defense before the chair presiding will even give judgment? Ira Mama Yariganya can ask someone na speaker deputy speaker I here for presiding officer. Oh no money ruling. Na minority leader no cry letting say Mr. Chairman objection no cry one team me masem no. It was sad for me. And it is because I knew say me one day no I saw say there be yenuanum mpenyimfo yi enemu say bibi koya if they allow the proceedings to go unhindered ya omutu bi bededi insembe pie and the yenye sa nkataso mu aso strategy no say we dey ade besa mo entino enwa no mu ye so nanka asemu a be manu krena dedi no o ya frustrate ama ade no kwa yentumi hu ne pom sebre papa ede na ba ye ka say there are this matter of the removal of the chief justice no eda hu court ebi wo supreme court na nkasa ebi wo high court ECOWAS court na nkasa kra ebi wo ho
Asempa FM.
So me na kaka and adena kwa say we have majority in parliament no bibia yebetumi aye. I thought that in democracies minorities will always have their say. The majority may have their way, but even the say Sisia Ghana no, even the minority they say that not the way the minority will have their say and the majority may have their way. But even the say that is guaranteed for the minority grano it is no longer there. They can't even have their say. There is an opportunity for the majority leader to respond if there were matters that are at error, either in law, in practice, or whatever it is, inaccuracies. Oh, many can say yes, and it's here. Also, your man time. Also, you bet to be amount time. If you wanted to redirect the narrative, Ufus Assembly or Afenuma case, I can't send be a Nicholas or Soka, a intro assembly or car. One casas uti, hold to me, I can, but you see, there be a my own car. Now I be corrected. I mean, it was sad, and I hope that we can move away from such practices and go on. But without doubt, in terms of and me and me acting chief justice anka nomination grant kaminje. I'm telling you, a Juma why in public service. Justice Bafo Boni wa jimudia na afi adena kwako yese politicians kwako yese politics be ma wo bedru baby awudru. No, somebody meritorious waye Juma, but you know that the removal of the Chief Justice and a Premier Facia, Yetinia, the former Chief Justice, so Ebeka, Onona or Council of State, no Yetinia, also Ebeka. Adia you see in camera, yen you know this if no a big public commentary. They are making copious reference to cities that are supposed to have been in camera. When they catch it, no money, almost in camera city. Omuye de ete, omuye de hu. Adiana baby bri hunyai. But you see, the danger for me is that musi mukane de enchenche bia ewo nanu ya nana MPP ye wa bem ene ye opposition e mani ye NDC fo no se omo betina bem mu afebo omo no de yewra John Dramani Mahama kra de 4 years pe no wo ena se wo hwe niam ekoso bo akesi ya hye o ye ba galamse ye be ye ne se galamse de sisi ade matise sisi akra bole bambo ekra no afi de ya started to galamse wo. The disappointment is beginning to show. Amanfo eka akufuado beji bubuo ade na kwa koye se CD stabilize kakra eye se be makeup cosmetic economic management ya bo economy no pons ya bo no pons kama see the na stabilize kakra no enu but it's you better they will run you to go off uye den ya ubedru fi udakra echanopa uberu wenim before 4 years you will see you will see. And so the NDC shouldn't feel too comfortable. And no wonder, sir, British columnist here, Asempa Watra, Finance Ministry, so more responding. That bend down a starting or krimu, uko court to Ayamau, bail a condition of 800 million Ghana cedis. Well, since when? Obi, you have been here, you have followed our politics. Nkofo court bebre. NDC for me kai National Communications Authority in Penyinfo ya ebinumuda prison. They were given bail conditions to compare it and see. Sisi no bail no ya weaponizing no. Yanyan di wasem ukra no 800 with sureties to be justified. Yebinumukra de so say do so e be ka say nkofa voter regime ra. I mean, and investors are watching. That's why the columnists wrote what the piece that they wrote. In the finance ministry said, "Omu respond to I didn't so say political campaign omu ye." Legitimate concerns have been raised about how our judiciary is no longer independent, how the executive appears to be controlling the executive, the judiciary. Of course. They promised that if they come, they will remove the Chief Justice. And it's a political promise. And if indeed what be ye Chief Justice now, you cannot say it's not politics. You made that political promise. You made it. So baby, you know. And true to your word, you what be ye? And then Obi and what did just say what he has lived his life. I went through Pomponsobia, Ubuni Nidi, or say Yedi Manono. Undi na be for politics here. And if or when at the end they said they have the numbers, they will bulldoze their way. When Chief Justice Bafo Boni becomes Chief Justice, substantive. Na ya say ni din krewie. Na Ubuni Nidi anka was say Yedi Manono. Na ya chippy away something that really and truly is deserving or you're deserving of, but the processes have tainted it. And when I'm say, look at a fine innocent man. Shenia politics. To even make the matters worse was the spectacle that we saw yesterday. I mean, I think that I hope and pray, say, this will be the last of his kind. What would have been wrong What would have been wrong if Afenyo was allowed to make the comments? What harm could have been caused? That which harm could not be cured.
Majority leader and it's Parliament operates by rules and practices, and you have to stay within the four walls of the rules.
And what rule?
He thinks the minority leader was acting in breach of the rules.
Which rule is that? Which rule says that in Parliament you cannot express your opinion? Which rule says that in Parliament, if you feel said there has been travesty of justice in Parliament, you cannot say it? That a committee's work amounts to a travesty of justice is not an attack on an individual. And it's not an attack on a judge. Properly contextualize. Say Judge B Ekosiise Asempa to say nanu dia yesi a bail and I yesi the judgment. I don't even want to refer to that judge, but who said such judge no say someone
High Court.
Yamanu promotion enye nwanwa. No, what he said, judge, no, you didn't call High Court, and if a British columnist, a friend of Matt Watley, actually say, at the end of Siciano, the judgment is in the bosom of the executive, not in the bosom of the judge anymore. That judge, you know. And even I've listened to NDC commentators condemn him. Some have used unprintable words suggesting that he should not come close to the bench. You know the judge I'm talking about?
Yes. It's a public. I mean, his judgment was public.
But do you feel proud as a Ghanaian and Wukranu say you're a lawyer? Say you see sa judge no ya peja ne mu. Ube unya asemu na say you see sa judge no anybody asemu na mawa. I just say we ko Hail Mary. Empire pa. But that's what our judiciary has become. But this were the people who were shouting from high heavens, complaining, say, Akufo-Addo has packed the Supreme Court. So for mobile, 10 months here, say. How many justices of the Supreme Court have been nominated?
7.
That's not packing. Akufo-Addo 8 years. How many justices of the Supreme Court did he nominate? How many? Yen we den do afiba ku cry. 1 year cry nyanduri.
Akufo-Addo den the onka. You're forgetting the number.
Buami. I mean, you see, the politics that look, you can lie your way to power. You can lie your way to power. And that is why Obibesi say, oh, you can fool some of the people all of the time. In fact, you can actually fool some of the people all of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. Ghana for you, Emreno Beba. Oh, it really and truly yesterday was sad for me. I could not have imagined, say, baby, ayedi ye kabi maminke bi kwa kudri. Ni esi enra ewo parliament be to me esi. I could not have imagined it. In somewhere amount for etumika krumuha. When there was no even opportunity of reply, there was an opportunity to respond and to reply. The person who was going to be vetted was present and available. The majority leader was present and available. If you disagreed, you had every opportunity be say ube to me aka. But they see a man onka. When I sit here, we just say we are taking over from God. So we won't let you do it when I'm sitting here. I said, hey, and you know, humility be ampo ni mubium. And this is in Parliament, the sovereign Parliament of Ghana. The 276 people representing the over 32, getting to 33 million of us. Even they are being gagged. They are being prevented from talking based on some flimsy technicalities that are highly debatable.
So I mean, that's the minty unia Don't of saying honorable Enra Utimi e follow.
Yeah, me follow bits and pieces because Enra Krona board meeting. Intinase asonshe, but then in the evening I managed to follow a bit of it. Now, yes, I can understand my brother very well, especially when the Supreme Court once upon a time was their house. By all means, you should expect this kind of reaction. So I'm not surprised to say reaction because Afenyo King was upon a time. No problem. You can say that I don't have a problem. Afenyo King's reaction, you should understand, was personal rather than even it wasn't about minority crowd to him, because this was somebody who could summon Supreme Court sitting from the comfort of his home. With me, my because ono Afenyo Kennedy case alcohol. So you should expect such a person who could raffle something there, owns any control over that place. This will be his reaction. And let's be cautious, right? Enra Mahama Yariga Eka Asembi. I listened very well to him. Is there a dispute on Bafuboni's appointment anywhere? You are a lawyer.
A nomination, not appointment.
Mebao.
Is there a dispute about his nomination anywhere?
Yes.
No.
Bafuboni, Justice, any Tokonu, is there a dispute between them?
Bafuboni personally?
Yes.
Any Tokonu?
Yes.
Not that we know of.
Is there any case anywhere in court between Tokonu and Bafuboni?
No.
So, if you say Bafuboni is a disputed Chief Justice, is that not derogatory?
Because according to him, there are cases pending.
What case?
Hold on.
Is it about his appointment?
Hold on. There are cases pending.
Yes.
Which cases may have an effect on his nomination?
No, it's not true.
It's true. If the cases are
not true.
Hold on. If the cases are ahead,
yes.
Now Ekobase, the processes leading up to the dismissal of the CJ,
yes,
illegal.
The president aired, not Bafuboni.
No, but what it means is that the CJ will come back to office.
I don't have a problem.
But
that place, that place, it is the president versus Tokonu, or the state versus Tokonu.
I agree.
Yes, so how does Bafuboni? No, it was a psychological attack on the person of Bafuboni from Afenyo Makins. That is why the majority leader didn't take kindly to it. Because Papano Sebi Otini Baby, and Amra Ghana Mrana Yenina say a constitution, Amma Kwan say the president can do nomination in the absence of the Chief Justice. So Obi acted. The senior most person, Justice Bafubonia, ya born in mafia for the past 8 years. Ya son no, and then do no so. The president said, in all fairness, in natural justice, you are the senior most. Fa. And wasum, otini baby, and a Ghana mine, yadimbra, aqua children say, ombesum, one pupunity, or semesum me mine. Papa non suma yesi yanko appointino, Ghana mine, yen yako appointino. And a waba. And a mranis just say, ya appointil. Me say no, kone yanko to 2 anua. Papa non ka say, adena mo appointing me no, ubian fan koko say papa we appointment no, mitiem. There is nothing in court. Obian raise objections say papa we appointment no, ya objected to it. There is nothing in court like that. Now I bet na hone ye ba betutu na no a ye say or ye disputed appointee. Where was the dispute coming from? That's a way. Say minority is the catch of the debut. Me ma kwai ma won fa o ma me na ye in a free honor some embe ye personal scores settling wa ha osi buei wonti bi da. Democracy ewu. Na mo kura say bi no obi kasa o studio kura ye national security for kura kwa chino no e yanka say democracy ewu by then. Mokra na judge eti ekonyamu edi asema mutimi bowura hokọ pamo no mane kwese table asekra no yanka se judiciary na wu
edi asem na okay
wonti ase afa wani so yanka se judiciary ewu a sitting member of parliament could even insult a judge ankosi aga okurum ha yanka say democracy was destroyed. What I say? So for me, I can understand the nyema how mukakra because that was only MPP ni sabe only ne chimanso samisika mame o se o mafa famisika mame kra o se kokot. Udi agora na MPP ni je oyire obaka cho se kokot wafa. Kokot nso wa oyire kra ebebu amane se wonfa on a whisker. In the that comfort is no longer there. So I can understand their reaction. But may I try say young kasa yebesi say yemra. Ni ashara the samra na be push it down the throat of Ghanaians. No. The majority leader was simply saying, say, hey, adena yebe ye ohano. Apart from any other thing, this is not one of the ordinary appointments. Oh, you are appointing minister of this. This is the justice of the Supreme Court. It's like the third arm of government or the third arm of governance. And you know, say, ye ba ni ebe ye ni biara. We are not setting a good precedence. Inti ebi agro bi na anu yetimi ma okwan ma odi no enanu yetimi ndisa agro no. Because you are talking about the Chief Justice and almost all the justices were sitting there. Sebi ewiase nyina so hwe yen. Enti si ebe makwan say fa be your personal score settling. Na be settle personal vendetta with that particular opportunity. What are we doing to ourselves? So all the majority leader do not person yan say mini afenwi enne yemfa mra no nto ho. Emra ni ho a e say bibia ye mra wo. Ba wo committee na wo say mra wo ho. So yes, we must say it is not a law, it was just a convention of Mamu Kriti. The mum, you will say ultimate expression of parliament, but you were parliamentary language. Kasabi or ultimate of parliament speaker back Makacho said there be Kasawidi and Kanufia
be disputed.
What I say? So it's not everything at all you can say. But when especially you are dealing with the law, be within the law. Say papa na ono nete ho no say obi di na appointment na court e na obeka say wa weti we kura na ye de wa asema court nti we disputed appointee. Yes eno no ebi betimi kura na wa ya adwene because ono akura oba no asem da no so na sabi nipa oba na asem bia nda no so otini ba bi won so ma yen ye mra pon ya na ma ye kwanse ya kofa na ba betina ho ni ye ma kwanse bejojo no because sabi wo no obo njuso say appointee na. What are we doing to ourselves? Is that law? That is sentiment. That is not law. And that is why Honorable Ayariga corrected him. Say yes, you bet me at the agro na, but say me ma o kwan se for have your press conference there ensi china. Ye nyina ye ndi mra no so. Na wo se won ti ase, ye si di mra so na so won ti ase wa sore kwa. And now because democracy wuna ye ma okwan man won for democracy ni muntwitwi form ye se ye ma okwan ti wo se ma sore kono umbo 100% democracy be ko ye Ghana. You could have sat there and still made your point. Why did you stand up and leave? Because
disputed.
Yes, was the man disputed? Was the man under any dispute? The man wasn't under any dispute. Obi na twi ne man so baby. Na say be apetu pre ko wini mo kwa appointment anything who fifre saying.
Binu apenyin. Ade ye ba hia se kra no. Ye nya duru ho kra. Nipa no onye chief justice. The officer presiding kra the kind afre no chief justice.
He was the acting chief justice.
And no acting no na obeka enye chief justice. There's a process. Bibinti na ye ka say answer na ye be for chief justice obra parliament. FM. Na ne awo ka say ye de obi enim betwetwi fam a. Asemo America na say assuming without admitting say ne awo kan enye no krempo ye fa ne say ye no kra na. Nipa na ye ka ne ho asem no nwui. Nipa na ye ka ne ho asem no oni ekirekire bia ba bia wo ogina ho. Enti se obi ka asem bia enye nukura. Nipa na nkasa
no, he doesn't have the powers that the members have to express himself unless he's allowed by the chairman.
But chairman no.
No, he cannot express. You and I know you have been an appointee before. You know, so who go before the appointment committee? You can't express yourself the way you want,
even
unless you are allowed.
When your marking was allowed. Mahama Yariga, the official president.
They have privileges. They have privileges beyond the appointees.
Chairman,
or more privileges more than the appointee to express themselves, especially the ranking members. They have privileges even more than the other members.
Debbie.
But he was abusing it.
Debbie.
Ain't you no catching say Debbie? Yeah, ma kwame nedia umbeyan said that because Afenyo we all know has the penchant say obe hijack here. They know they are the person just to frustrate people. Yeah, ma kwame na yen say Debbie na akwagosi saying.
And we say sad no tiamra ben.
Embra etia ne say ni ye dimra embra asem ne ye ka no ho. Embra mu no say asem wo me ho a e na utimi ka kire me say wo don kwa asem wo ho. Nipa na no te ho na asem bia ni no ho. Enti na ni kwan say wo ka kire ne say eja asem wo ho e. Dabi asem bia ni na asem bia ni no ho. And you are not getting my point.
No, I get you.
Senka say the omanpeni asem omanpeni dia beto so. I don't have a problem. Otima say because omanpeni any yemra pon akofa beka no. Papa na onu ate hone de obi amfa ko ba bia say papa we appointment ayede ama no.
But oye acting CJ was say panel court no Emma court ni here sa cases na ewo court here efa the removal of toko no.
Yes,
which removal if reversed would have an implication on any nomination no.
Yes,
you think Asempa mfa ne ho sa
debut
say our interest.
Those are two different cases. Wow. If he's the one who is supposed to sit on cases Asema ma na efa toko yi say the chief justice was involved on one share that court na asem no mu bi. So, me point in say the word that Afenyo use here no
disputed nominee.
Let's be straightforward and look Afenyo in the face. Ne catch and say work back. And only the old war. One can ye. And only the young person. You see, and so born in Ama Quanquache years and 7 no. Yeah, so Afenyo swam. I didn't Yakoboni.
You see, Obi.
It wasn't right to use that word. And he was going out of his line.
You see,
no, look at Minia, Yenina ya share ranking for ne chairman of committee da. Joe Wise, Yehu Joe Wise, Yehu your friend say Ira Haruna, Yehu Muntakanu. The way they were all treated back then, we saw how they were all treated. But when we all know, say right from the appointment committee, he's been given unfettered access, unfettered room. Yes, yen time no cry. You said that from the paper. No, from yes, and
minority leaders are not tiny.
Yes, but there are places even chairman Bonsu will just overrule your things. There are times we see Joe Wise overruling even ranking members. What haven't they done before? But when we personalize it, they now abusing. Let's all understand, sir. Afenyo Makin was abusing his privileges. He was personalizing issues rather than making things properly done in a proper way. If he was on the side of law, what was Honorable Mahama Ayarga objecting to? Me kura minim law no. Me kura minim law no. Me hu se papa no se be asem bi anda no so. Ndi wo ka kire se asem da wo ho a na eno no pa kire se. Enye nipa na wo pese wo demoralize ne keke.
Obi. Ma me na se me no so na bonti o se e sorry. Yes.
Sisia no kwesichum. E ka se ba be we yi we free ho.
Yes.
Na odi Dominic abetena akonwa no so. Na amanfo bi se o da bi wan kasa o ka se o da bi nye sa na mo ka no nye sa kwa no so na o se ye fa ye wo afi Dominica o be tena wakonwa so clearly manifest no o pese o tena wakonwa so no ono na be ye nkrofo mo be tie asem no ono acting chief justice no ono na be ye nkrofo na o ma tena asem no so na ye determine say nia woka anase nia toko no kano udika na so muka se ane toko no dika afi na wa sorry afri akonwa no so
nenye mra ne edeka
the man is in no doubt in dispute.
What dispute?
He is in no doubt in dispute. He has just said odini wan ko share controversy mu ankasa.
Oh, pious brofo
and that is why I'm saying say me no eyemi nwanwa kakra say me probafo born na me nim no in this is terminal stages on the judicial system no obema safi abeka no
efin bianka obia
na enunu eye another matter someone na obibisa wa won person obetia se ni say sisi anu if we invite parliament to assist the president in fulfilling his lifelong objective of removing Tokono.
And that is also another lie.
And bringing
the president never said on any campaign said obey Chief Justice. One can
be and then installing his own Chief Justice. Now say the cases pending. Court na jia to muse Tokono, you are right. It means that there was no vacancy in the first place. And Tiafe there, Bafobon is sorry for Akonyaso. Parliament's time, the resources of the state, no, we stay. In any case, as acting Chief Justice, Diana, you're a Bafoboni, own to me, nye, I to me, my court, no, some time to expense of these matters. Now you that's the assembly, you nimbe jina, na ya koso. Na ya nomination. What is this indecent haste to say? No. Was say to me nominated.
The law is the law and the law. Simple and short. The law is the law, the law.
Okay.
Simple and short.
The law is the law now. Okay. I mean tiasia no. Say case na e work court say no. Say case no ko na say ka say the processes leading to the removal of Tokono were flawed, were wrong.
It is the law.
So what happens?
It is the law.
So what happens?
So the law will take its course.
Which is what?
Which is the law?
Which is that she will come back to office.
Which is the law? So the
Hallelujah.